Hello and welcome to the Stretching a Dollar for Entrepreneurs show. I am your host and author of the book, Stretching a Dollar to Save and Make Thousands, an Entrepreneur's Guide to Doing More with Less, Lisa Sims. And as always, I am excited to be with you on this Monday morning, or should I say this early Monday morning. And it is 6 days until Christmas, so I hope you got your Christmas shopping done. I have done my Christmas shopping via Amazon, so thanks Amazon for delivering my items for Christmas. And so during this Christmas time, I hope you are doing some self-reflection for not only yourself but for your business. And today we have an exciting show that's going to get us to think about 2023 because it's only a week or so away, and so it will be here before you know it. So we need to start thinking and preparing for it. But before we jump into today's topic, we always like to get some housekeeping things out of the way. And I want to encourage you to follow us on our social media channels. You can follow us on Facebook and TikTok and YouTube. Our handle is Stretching a Dollar, and so we've made it very easy for you to follow us as well. And you can follow us on Instagram. We are Stretching a Dollar Show. And so we want to encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well, so that way you'll be notified of the new episodes as they air. And also, if you would like to be a guest on the Stretching a Dollar for Entrepreneurs show, I would love to have you. All you have to do is go to our website, stretchingyourcash.com, click on the Be My Guest link. Now, I always say this, but I have to say it. The only requirement that I have is that your topic needs to pertain to the theme of this show, which is stretching a dollar for entrepreneurs. And you must be able to talk about it for 20 to 30 minutes. So if you can do that, go ahead and fill out that form, and I will review the information and be in contact with you, and we'll get you scheduled for the show. And so also I want to encourage you to listen to the podcast. You can listen to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, and if you are a Oculus Quest headset owner, you can also look at the Stretching a Dollar for Entrepreneurs show via your headset. So we make it very, very easy for you to stay connected with the Stretching a Dollar for Entrepreneurs show and to be able to listen to us on just about any device that you own. So with that out of the way, we are going to jump into today's topic, which I am excited about, which is 5 money stretching business goals for 2023. Now, as I said, 2023 will be here before you know it. We only have a few more days left in this year, so I'm hoping that you have set aside some time to do some goal planning for your business, because we know that if you don't write things down, they just become a dream. But if you write things down and you assign a date to them, they become more tangible and they actually can become goals once you assign those dates and deadlines to them. And so in order for your business, whether you are a infopreneur, you're a small office, home office, one person business, whatever the case may be for your particular small business, you still need to have some goals for 2023. Or if you're an aspiring entrepreneur, don't want to forget about you. You may be ready to jump into the world of entrepreneurship. Now, of course, entrepreneurship is not for the faint at heart, but it is rewarding because you know that you are doing something for yourself and you are putting things in place to be able to control your own destiny. So kudos to you if you are thinking about it. But in order to make that dream a reality, we must go ahead and set some goals for 2023. And so I want to leave you with 5 goals that I think all of us, and I'm doing this as well for Lisa Teach Me, which is the business that I have now. And so I want you to do that as well for your own business. And one of the things that I want us to do, and I've talked about it before, but it deserves to be repeated again, and that's to utilize technology to streamline our operations. As small business owners, we don't have the luxury anymore to say, well, I can't afford technology to be able to do certain things in my business. No. Technology has advanced so that we cannot not use it in our business. And there are so many different technologies that can help us to streamline. On one of our previous podcasts, I talked about the application Zapier, where you can actually automate your workflow. So from the time someone contacts you, say via your website or even via your Facebook page, you can set up a workflow automation process so that everything is kind of automated so that you can really stay connected with people and you don't miss anything, because we lead busy lives. Many of us are working a full-time job and doing a side hustle on the side, and then there's many of us that are working full-time on our business. But whatever the case may be, you only have so many hours in a day, and you need to be as efficient as possible, and technology can help you to do that. And so if you are not utilizing technology to the best of your ability and the best of its capabilities, that's one of the goals that should be on your list for 2023. And I know I have several different softwares that I am looking at, from video editing to actual, well, I already have my live streaming down, but there's others that I'm looking at. So don't let this opportunity pass you by to be able to go ahead and actually start thinking about many of those applications that you actually need, because before you know it, 2023 will be here. And also those technologies now are even free and open source, which helps us out a great deal. So we cannot ignore technology in our business. So I hope you are going ahead and planning and making some notes as I speak. All right. The second way I want you to stretch your dollar in your business for 2023 is I want you to be able to introduce some new revenue streams to your business. And I'm going to stay here for a minute. It is important for us as entrepreneurs to have more than one source of income, or stream of income, because if one should happen to dry up, then we are in trouble. And I know from the days of being a full-time employee many years ago, where I only had one stream of income, and then you get laid off and that one stream is now gone, and now you're scrambling trying to find another stream of income to replace it. And sometimes it is difficult to be able to replace it in a timely manner. And so for entrepreneurs, if this is your business full time, then you know you don't have that luxury. This is it. This is your bread and butter. And so we need to change our mindset so that number one, we start always thinking about multiple streams of income. And so if your particular business doesn't have multiple ways or multiple streams of income, then this is a goal that you really need to start. Well, number one, write it down. Number two, start working on it, because it is going to help your business to stay afloat. And nowadays, there are so many different ways that you can actually produce income or different streams for your business than before. For instance, you can do paid webinars, you can have merchandise for your business, you can write a book, you can give a speaking event, whatever it may be. There are so many different ways that you can produce multiple streams of income for your business based on your expertise. And so if you have not started implementing multiple streams of income in your business, write this down right now. And those that are watching, implement multiple streams of income. And I say that, and I'm doing it myself. So it's not just for you, it's for me too. I have multiple streams and thinking of multiple streams, additional multiple streams every day. And so I want you to do that as well, because as I said, as that one stream dries up, then we start to look a little crazy, because we're trying to figure out, well, how am I going to pay the bills? How am I going to pay my staff? If you have staff, so many things revolve around money. And, I've been there. I know there's times when I was working as a web developer and I've got laid off, and that was my only stream of income. And I'm scrambling, trying to find another job quickly. And it didn't go as I planned. And so it's stressful. And you don't want that unnecessary stress if you can help it. So just start thinking about multiple streams of income. All right. The third goal I want you to start thinking about is thinking about utilizing freelancers or virtual assistants. And I'm saying this to myself too, particularly for those of us who are we are the business, so to say, one person businesses. And the reason why I want you to start thinking along this line is because we can't do everything. We want to be able to do everything. And we may say, well, I don't have the money to hire someone right now, so I've got to do everything. And that may be true. But in the end, you are going to wear yourself out, because there are only so many hours in a day. And you can only do so much. And then if you are juggling, say, a full-time job and then doing a side gig on the side, that's a lot to juggle. And so now with freelancers and virtual assistants, let some of these people take some of the burden off of us, because they can do it, and you can delegate to others. Now, yes, we have to pay, but there are places, websites such as Fiverr and Upwork and others, where we can find some affordable freelancers or virtual assistants to help us out with some of those kind of everyday tasks that we get bogged down in, and we can actually delegate those to someone else. So I know for me, I do it all, and it gets kind of stressful, because when you're doing it, you're like, oh God, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta do this. And so if you can outsource that to somebody else to be able to just take that burden off of us. We have enough burden on us being entrepreneurs and trying to keep the business afloat. So if you can delegate that to a freelancer, by all means, do it. I'm doing it myself. I'm taking my own advice. So when I'm talking to you, I'm talking to me. And so I just want you to do that as well, because there's so much going on and everything. And being an entrepreneur, as I said, is stressful. And I want you to protect your mental health, because nowadays mental health is so important, and you have to be able to just breathe sometimes and just let out a sigh, because life is hard enough. And so we don't need to make it any more complicated than it needs to be. And so by having freelancers, that will definitely help us out. And so the fourth goal that I want you to think about is I want you to start thinking about partnerships. And I know not it is kind of sort of in the legal sense, but what other businesses can you partner with, or organizations can you partner with on particular projects or particular monthly themes, so that you can actually help leverage your brand, kind of help with some cost sharing and things of that nature. And all of us have different organizations or different businesses that we could partner with, so that it's a win-win for both parties involved. And we have to change the mindset of looking at it as we're in competition with others, and really we're just in competition with ourselves. Hey, you versus you. And so we've seen that all on social media and everything, but really it is, once you change your mindset to think about partnering with people and organizations, who could you partner with or collaborate with on social media to do an event? That's some of the things that you can do to actually help you to, number one, not only gain exposure for yourself, but also it benefits the other party as well. And so I want you to start thinking about that. Think about the collaborations that you can do, and don't always look at things in terms of, well, this person, I'm competing against this person. No, let's start thinking about it in terms of collaborations, because collaborations can help you to achieve a goal much faster than trying to do it alone. And so I want you to think about that as well, because, hey, I'm all for working smarter and not harder. And I think a lot of times we work hard instead of smart. And so in 2023, let's really put that to the test and start to think smarter and work smarter and not just harder. All right. And our last goal that I want us to start thinking about is I want us to start thinking about what promotions and discounts can we offer to, number one, kind of attract people to our businesses, and also to increase customer or prospective customer loyalty. And so as a entrepreneur and small business owner, we have to do those things to get customers to, number one, take advantage of some of our products or services. I know sometimes I offer discounts on some of my online classes that I teach, and that's just another way to give back and also to entice those that may be on the fence about utilizing your product or service. And so start thinking about those for 2023. You can come up with a New Year's promotion, first of the year. And so just kind of look at different themes for the month. If you have not used the website nationaltoday.com, I would encourage you to do so, because for each month you can take a look at the various themes for the month, and you can kind of come up with some kind of promotion to correspond with that, with your product or service. So just be creative. Don't just do business as usual. It's time to think outside the box. Get creative. You have nothing to lose but everything to gain. So always think outside the box. And so you'll be surprised at some of the themes that are available on a monthly basis. I had no idea, last Friday was ugly Christmas sweater day. And so, things like that can help you to come up with promotions, and you can promote it on your social media channels and on your website and through your email newsletter or your SMS marketing. There's many ways that you can do this to your benefit. We just have to start thinking about it and putting those in place. And then as a bonus goal, I just want us to really just start planning. Just plan ahead. If you can plan for the next 3 months, that will really benefit you and your business. I know sometimes we kind of go month to month, but if you can just think quarterly, what are some quarterly goals that you would like to have for your business, and how can you make those happen? And so if you start doing that, then you are preparing your roadmap to success. And as the old adage says, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And that is so true. And so we don't want that to happen to us. We want to plan, and we want to plan well in advance. And there are so many different apps that we can use on our mobile devices that can help us out with these plans. And so with that, that you already are on the right road once you get your plan together. And of course, it doesn't mean just because you have a plan, you won't deviate from the plan. No, there's going to be some things that come up that will require you to deviate from said plan. But the goal is to have a plan so that you can at least start on that plan and be flexible enough to veer off course should you have to, and be able to get back on course as quickly as possible. And so those are my 5 money stretching business goals for 2023, with a bonus thrown in, as I always do. And so I hope those goals that I presented to you today will help you to not only think about how your business is going to excel in 2023, but think about ways that you might not have considered, and it's just kind of confirmation to you that you need to go ahead and do those things. And so with that, I am going to go ahead and get out of here. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on our other social media platforms, TikTok, Facebook. We are Stretching a Dollar. And also don't forget to follow us on Instagram. We are Stretching a Dollar Show. And also don't forget to tell a friend about the Stretching a Dollar for Entrepreneurs show. You may have friends that are interested in being entrepreneurs and need to stretch their dollars in their business. So don't forget to tell them about the Stretching a Dollar for Entrepreneur show. And also don't forget to visit our website as well to be a guest. That is stretchingyourcash.com. And I hope you have a Merry Christmas, because the next time I'll be broadcasting will be the day after Christmas, and so we're going to have a good discussion as well. So I want to go ahead and wish you and your family a Merry Christmas, and I hope you get what you wanted, or you are able to give the gift of love and time to your family. I'm looking forward to taking some time off as well. So I'm going to be giving love and time myself. And so until next Monday, as I said, Merry Christmas. And I look forward to being with you again. Have a blessed week, and I'll see you next Monday. Take care.